Rob. God damn it. Kicking it with Rob. God damn it. What's the BBL? Bitches be lying. Let's go on and get this show popping on this side of the game. Kicking it with Rob. What's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of Kicking It with Rob. Today, we're going to talk about some deep shit, man. I got some guests in the building. I'm about to bring them in for y'all right now. So today we got Toya from Lips and Hips.
Hey everybody.
We got Sean Locks. You know what I'm saying? The Locks let y'all know what he do with the dreadlocks out of the game. And we got my man Roland in the building.
What's going on, y'all?
What's going on? Appreciate y'all falling through today, kicking it with me, Rob. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna go. Either one of y'all want to go first, as far as with the Lips and Hips, or the Sean Locks, and let everybody know. You know what I'm saying? What y'all do? Who's gonna go first?
I'll go. Is that all right with y'all? All right. So yeah, Lips and Hips is an online boutique. I originally launched in 2000. You want me to go now?
Did you go?
I was trying to, then you cut the video on and it said my mic is muted while my video was playing.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Sorry, people. I'm trying to learn this shit. Go ahead.
Okay. Again, I launched in Lips and Hips. It's Lips and Hips Define Your Sexy, actually. I launched in 2014. It was part of an assignment for my class, for one of my classes. So anyway, I launched. I ended up stopping maybe a year later. And recently I relaunched in, December 2021. I am strictly online right now. I do pop-up shops. And I recently gave a fashion show last month. My website is Lips and Hips, LIPZNHIPZ.com. So check me out.
For sure. I went to the fashion show and it was dope.
It was real dope. Thank
Yes.
you for coming.
All right, Sean, look, I done fucked up. I did something wrong. So I'm gonna play your video and then you can say something when we come back, all right?
Yeah. I got a video.
Right there.
All right, there you go, Sean. Talk about your business, man. You can hear me? Sean. Sean. You can hear me? Yeah, go ahead. Tell the people about your business, man.
Yeah, just put the rug under over here.
So I'm a mobile loctician. Not only do I do locks, I also hair products. I'm coming out with a hair oil very soon. I also make a rose water for your hair. It moisturizes your hair. It moisturizes your locks, your scalp. It helps with dry scalp. It helps with hair growth. It's basically hair food. My clients call it hair crack and love it. I also make my bro right here, Harry.
What's going on, brother?
My bro was shot like 12 times, 2 years ago? 2 years ago, and he came out the hospital, and he was like on these bad drugs, put him to sleep. I was like, bro, we can't hang out like this. So I took all his pills while he was out one night, and gave him all CBD products. And that's how we got back on. So now I make a CBD oil, and I have a CBD oil in ice oil as well. Now to just came out to help you sleep if you have a hard time sleeping. So got a lot of stuff going on over here too. So
Yeah, good shit.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's what's up. So y'all here, goddamn it, y'all got two entrepreneurs on this motherfucker that told y'all what they do.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Good shit, man. Like I said again, appreciate y'all falling through. Uh, before we get into the main topic, I need to talk about something.
All right.
Yeah.
Talk about it, bro.
What I want to talk about, first of all, rest in peace, rest in heaven, to Kevin Samuels. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna have my theory on what happened and what's been going on with my man passed and what I've been seeing on social media, as far as women celebrate this man's death. I mean, it's just crazy to me. It's really crazy to me that it's women out here who that evil. And you know, I talk about stuff like this on my show a lot about women similar to him, but not as smart as him. So they might kill my ass next, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? But I really feel like that's some hateful shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he was only when people speak the truth, it hurts. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear that type of shit. Well, I mean, y'all know about Kevin Samuels, right? What y'all feel about that?
well, can we talk biblically?
Yeah, you say however you want to. You explain it how you want to.
We should celebrate when they die. So I mean, technically they ain't right or wrong. They did what the word said to do. They celebrated it. And that's the anniversary. He put his mouth on some things he shouldn't have put his mouth on. And sometimes I don't know what happened, but sometimes we should just, you know.
I mean, but it's a different type of celebrating. You know, you can you celebrate somebody's death. You know what I'm saying? Like, if my mom's dad, you celebrating at the funeral, but the way they celebrating it is like, I'm glad he did. You know what I'm saying?
Well, in war, don't we kill a bunch of people, and then after all them folks die, we celebrate 4th of July. It's one of them holidays.
Nah, man,
No, that's how
that's different. That's different.
he basically became a pressure, a pressure. I have been messing up words all day long, all day. Oppressor. There we go. Whatever you want to call it. You really have to realize, like, okay, that's their liberation. They feel free now. That man was like dogging them out basically from what I heard. I don't really listen to half the stuff that happens on this stuff, but from what I heard him saying that after 35 women ain't nothing. But was he single? Does anybody know?
You said, was he single?
Yeah, he was single.
Was he a single man? He ain't putting his mouth on a single woman. He older than them, running his mouth. He was miserable. So, I mean, no.
I disagree, Sean. I think a lot of people miss this message. Yeah, he freezing up. What you think about it, Toy? You know who Kevin Samuels is?
I was gonna say, give me a little background. I know a little bit about him, and the way I'm getting from what I know about him, and this person is giving me their perspective, but they're basically saying he was kind of male chauvinist. Well, give me your man perspective.
No, I'm just saying. Well, you don't know too much about him.
So I don't know much about it. So I'm not gonna say I'm glad he did or how he died or if he's single. I don't know, but rest in peace, Kevin Samuels.
So Kevin Samuels was pretty much, he was like a psychiatrist, but it was another word. I can't remember the word what he actually was, but he to me he was traditional man and trying to tell people why relationships between us, you know, male and female, is not working, or either case, you know what I'm saying, it's not working because he felt like he even bashed men too. He put men in their place when they was going through problems, and he told them why it wasn't working. But it was mostly women. When I watched the show, would come on there, these modern women, and say stupid shit, and then he'd put them in their place. And
so go ahead.
Yeah, he was just blunt, like, how much you weigh? That's because you big. How many kids you got? That's why. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, see. So was his overall thing trying to go back to the traditional way as to relationships are not working because the woman is not in a woman's place, and I don't mean like beneath, but I mean
Yep.
like nourishing the home. Let me go out here and make the money
Yep.
and be head of household. You nourish the home. You take care of what he said. I'm with that. I get that.
That's what
But
he was talking about
if
pretty
you
much.
big and that's why you ain't got like if you said that.
Well,
But
no, because if you watch the whole thing, you got to see it was certain shit that they were saying and to make him get to that point. To me, I like the guy, and I just feel like bashing him because he died because you didn't like his opinion was fucked up to me. What you got to say about it, Roland?
And I think that was insane for them to bash that man like that. He wasn't misogynistic at all, man. His whole campaign from the start, for years was getting down on black men in particular, and nobody seemed to have an issue with it. He didn't get popular until he started saying things about black women, and that's the thing. Like throughout history, they never been held accountable like how we have, like in the public eye. So it looked crazy when he did it. He wasn't saying nothing out the way. He was really for marriages and blacks men together and all that. So he was saying what the problem was, and shit. It ain't sound good to people. They ain't like it. Some did. He caused marriages too at the same time. They ain't saying nothing about that though. You feel me? So
Yeah, he did. He helped a lot of
yeah.
people too. And then another thing, it's a lady who got a YouTube page. I don't even want to say her name, but she does the same thing he did. Tell women what they need to do. Tell men, excuse me, the same shit, right?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody saying nothing about her, and she's close to being as big as he was, and she does the same thing, and don't nobody say nothing to her, and that's because she's a woman. See, a woman can take something from another woman, but they can't take it from a man because they feel like, who is you to tell me what I need to be doing? And that's because, like I always say on my show, most women want to be men. The roles has been reversed, and they want to be the ones in control, and they fuck shit up.
I think women. Are you looking for her? You looking for us to say something right now?
Go ahead.
Oh, I think women are probably more receptive to women and not as receptive to men because when we're talking or we're expressing ourselves, we low key asking for help. Like help me through this situation or help me see a different perspective. So if we have an issue and we're asking for help from on a low key perspective, from a low key way, we think that the man not really is our enemy. Like nigga, you're not about to tell me nothing that's good for me. So I'm gonna ask my friend. So if you say something like, "Oh," if I come to you and be like, "Well, what do you think is a healthy weight?" and you be like, "Well, to me, you too big." Well, to me, I'm gonna be like, "You just want me to," you know what I'm saying? So we're probably a little more receptive to a woman. But on the flip side of that, a woman to give you some bold ass advice just because she in a fucked up situation. So that's my take on
Yeah.
that.
Hey,
So go ahead.
can
Go
I
ahead.
ask something, Rob, if you don't mind? I don't mean to cut you off, brother.
No, go ahead, brother.
Hey, can you say your name again, please?
Toya.
Hey, Miss Toya. All right, my name Roland. Hey, why do you feel like at that point when somebody say something, a man is the enemy?
No, I'm not saying like really the enemy. Say for instance, if I got a boyfriend, right,
Yeah.
and he doing whatever, and I want to seek advice about him,
Okay,
I'm gonna
I
be like,
got
if
you.
if I ask another man, I'm a automatically think, not saying for real, but I'm automatically think, oh, he gonna say, oh, he just doing what he doing. Let a dog roam, he'll find his way home. But a woman might be like, well, maybe he this, or maybe he in a different headspace right now, or maybe this, maybe that. I just feel like the man is gonna always take. I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, that the man is always gonna take the man's side. So that's why I think women go to other women. And a lot of times, some women who haven't reached maturity yet, they want to get fair with bullshit. And some of their friends, you got a lot of women with a lot of friends. That's a lot of bullshit. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
get you. I hear what you're
Yeah.
saying.
You got something to add to that, Sean, about what she said? You got any opinion on that?
No, I'm all with it.
Yeah.
And now I have an understanding of old dude, but I mean, I'm still however they celebrate it. Let them be judged by how that's they. I don't do that. My thing, let
Yeah.
them dead. Once everything is, if they was that bad, he's free. when I quit my job, I didn't bash my job. I wrote freedom down my steps, and it was
Right.
like,
How did you know how you felt about him? Like, did you
well,
watch the show?
being
You know,
honest,
okay.
and then it was like one day he was like, everybody like, oh, he said women over 30. I'm like, ain't he like old and single? And then I was like, well, whatever it is gonna happen from here, gonna happen from here. Because once you start seeing the truth, like even that, like to me, it's like, oh, okay. But that's the only thing I've ever heard about him. But it's still in my head, like, why? Some things is like not the heart. Like, why? Why cause stress? You ain't gotta cause stress, especially if you gotta cause stress.
Well, like I say, I feel like the shit wrong what people been doing to that man. Uh, rest in peace again, Kevin Samuels.
Definitely.
Like I
So,
say,
Rest
and
in peace, bro.
oh yeah, the shit that you brought up is actually gonna lead into what I want to talk about today, and that's emotional intimacy.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause what you were saying about, you know what I'm saying, women talking to women and the men talking to the men. When I hear emotional intimacy, I feel like it's a lot of people who don't communicate, and I think it's really the men don't really tell they woman how they feel, and I think that can cause problems in you know what I'm saying, in relationships or whatever. What y'all feel when y'all hear emotional intimacy?
well, I can't really speak on that because I don't really do relationships.
Mm,
But I'm open with everything, so I feel like as long as it's an open line of communication, and as long as the woman is receptive to the man allowing himself to handle his emotions, how he feel, he needs to do it without her trying to be a smart ass about it later on. So when he tries to bring his emotions back up, it's not as like I'm about to beat somebody's ass emotions. I'm good with it. That's it.
mm, mm. I mean, because I have a hard time telling my wife my feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess that's that man thing. Like, I'm gonna just deal with it another way. You know what I'm saying? What you think about that, Ro?
Yeah, I think it's for a reason though, man. I think emotional intimacy, man, looks different between a man and a woman too. Like, I might be intimate with her and letting her know something that I like. It don't have to necessarily be like my feelings of like my fears or something like that. I might not convey that to her, but I might convey like different hobbies or something like an interest that I got. If I convey that in a way of joy and stuff like that, to me that's emotional intimacy. Like I don't do that with you, I do that with her. You feel me? I think it look different between a man and a woman, dog. So like I think he come across a lot of times like we not um emotionally intimate, and sometimes we not. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of harder for us to share our feelings, but I think we just share them in different ways.
Yeah. So, like, if you was with your lady, but y'all want to stand together, but y'all close, you know what I'm saying? But that's your lady, you know what I'm saying? And you going through some shit. You couldn't go to her and be like, "Babe, I'm going through this. I'm going through that." That's how I look at it.
Yeah, like if I
Like, we don't do that shit enough. Cause women that tell us all the time, I think. But I think
yeah.
when they tell us it's too late, they on their way out the motherfucking door.
Facts.
Have y'all went to
See?
therapy? Question. Have y'all went to therapy?
No, I haven't.
That's something I say I need to do.
Probably go to okay, well, hello.
Yeah, okay. I see.
I can't go nowhere. Knock your living mirror down. Try therapy. You go to therapy, you'll be able to realize why you so emotionally like stuck in. Because when I was therapy, my therapist put me into like had me relax myself and then find me a happy place, like wherever I was like feeling comfortable at. When I found my place, he said, "I put all your stuff that's bothering you, that's stressing you out, put it in the box." I'm like, okay. When I put in the box, she was like, "Okay, now we gonna take one thing out at a time and deal with it one thing one at each time we come back, we're gonna talk about it." I said, "Okay." And she was like, "Now back away from the box." When I tell you now to back away from all the issues, I started crying. She said, "Okay, stay where you at and just wait until you're comfortable to come back out." But that's really something that we got to deal with. We really don't know how to let go of anything. We weren't taught how to talk about it. When you fail, you got back up and you shut up. You're a boy. You never dealt with your issues. You never taught how to. Perfect example. I got two twins in Ohio. Both of them failed. The girl started crying. They picked the girl up and was like, "Oh, it's okay, sweetheart." Then they told the boy, "Get up and stop acting like that." I'm like, "Wait a second. How can you tell the boy something after you pick the girl up and they both just failed? This makes no sense. You treat one different, so now the girl can deal with her emotions and know how to calm down. Now the boy is holding on to his emotions like, okay, what can I cry about? What can I deal with? So now we got all these mom and daddy issues. No one taught us, okay, calm down, breathe, think about it. What's the problem? Can you explain the issue? Is it really an issue? Because half the time we get mad about absolutely nothing. Can't even explain it.
Right. So that means we was taught to be that way. That's why it's hard for me to do what I just asked y'all.
Therapy.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. In therapy, can't no therapy teach me shit. I just feel like
What's
that.
that crackling noise?
I don't know. Somebody eat a bag of chips or something on this bitch. What up?
What
Somebody got some onions and motherfucking crunching much in the bag. God damn it.
is that? Is that
They got
rodents?
food. They got food. No, bullshit.
Who is that though?
The people who they got food, it's all good. What? So, yeah, what you
Well,
think
I'm
about that topic?
communicating this. What you say?
What you think about that topic?
Emotional intimacy. I think it's the ability to express yourself to someone with no limit, with making yourself vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? And I,
Mm.
I think it's healthy in relationships. I think it comes with time. So let's just say, for instance, I start dating you. I'm not gonna tell you, oh, when I was a little girl, I used to get bullied, or you know what I'm saying, or stuff like that. I'm not gonna tell you that because I have to. It's a trust. It's trust and vulnerability at the same time, and
Mm-hmm.
it's where they have a medium is where you have emotional intimacy. That's your
We
safe
got
part. That's your safe
conversation.
Well,
place with
that's
that person.
the intimacy. The intimacy part. The intimacy part can be like the smallest things in the day that you felt like was nothing was something that bothers you all day. Because really, just talking about the issues from the past just means you really got to deal with those problems. Because it shouldn't be, hey, babe, we 30-some years old. Yeah, when I was 12, this happened. No, we want to talk about something else. How did your day go? We should really deal with the days and the months because the therapy helps you deal with the past. So you got to be like, hey, this happened and this is my trigger. You should already know your triggers. Both people should come together mentally stable so that we can deal with each other mentally,
Let me see.
able to communicate. Because one can't communicate without the other. So if we both don't go, we both gonna keep fighting without communication. Because in the day we going back and forth with somebody else outside the fight, and they bringing their opinions. You come back fighting about an opinion the guy never said or the woman never
Wait
said.
a minute, I don't
Because
know.
somebody else was within the conversation because you couldn't have it with the person you was talking to.
Mm-hmm.
It makes no sense.
Also, like I was saying, emotional intimacy doesn't necessarily mean having baggage. To me, having baggage or expressing something's wrong, I might just want to call in and share my days. I seen something funny. That's building emotional intimacy as
It,
well. It's not always, what I'm saying, I learned how to work through this because I went to a therapist, or this was wrong, or I got this baggage, or I couldn't say this. Emotional intimacy is it's so small, and it has great building blocks to something great. You know what I'm saying? That is your builder. So if I call you and be like, let me tell you what happened today. Da, 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 da. Okay, but I gotta go. So next time I see you, we have a conversation about it, and then you may be able to relate. Then you have an additional conversation about it. So you're building with that person trust and vulnerability, and you're safe. That's your safe person. So you're
Yeah.
safe to be vulnerable to them. And I think it's great. I think it's needed. I think without it, who is that crunching?
I
Right.
don't
I
know what
think
this noise
without
is.
it,
Okay, not with that.
That's
I
just
think
it.
without it, relationships is just, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think it needs relationships require that. Require that. Now, if a man, I don't think he's gonna be so forthcoming, like I feel like this, I feel like that, just like one of your other guests said, because he wasn't taught. So it's like, boy, shut up, men don't cry, shut up and get up. You know what I'm saying? So he might not be so forthcoming. So I have a friend, and he's aggressive sometimes. I'm like, why fuck you? What's wrong? Why you so every time you talk? So he explained to me as he was growing up, every time it was time for him to be emotional, cry, laugh, talk, he was always by himself. So when he's around other people, he don't know how to express that.
Mhm.
Help.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I knew this topic was going. Everybody gonna have different opinions on how it goes. You know what I'm saying? As far as the simple fact that how it affects people, I just feel like in I need to change the way I need to have some emotional intimacy. You know what I'm saying in my motherfucking life, goddamn it, because I don't reach out to and tell my wife how I feel. And so shit, I just react. I just do. You know what I'm saying? That'd be my way of showing. You know what I'm saying? Showing shit. But therapy, my sister be telling me to go to therapy, Sean. I just be like, I ain't finna pay nobody to tell me something I can fix myself.
Don't just go. Allow yourself to deal with the emotion, bro. Allow yourself to like let go. Don't think that they can't go outside and tell nobody your business. They can't not allowed to see nothing to auntie Juju or nobody else or to go to your mama and tell your mama, oh, you know he said this about you. Can't. So just let go and just realize they're not gonna say nothing about you. They're gonna have you sitting there just thinking
I'm
about
gonna
how
feel that.
to deal with you. That's all they're gonna do. If you allow that to work, your brain will be able to work. And I also say this, not to promote my own stuff, they are going to tell you you need to go to sleep. They're going to give you some stuff to put you to sleep. But I do make CBD that helps you sleep and deal with your mental state and be able to like deal with the day. Because the pills they give you is like you just
You
feel
be in a
great.
nut house.
Yeah. So I
How
make.
does a sleep
I
help?
asked her, can I do my THC and my CBD? And she was like, well, as long as you're not overdoing it. And that's how I learned how to microdose myself through the process of my own mental healing and my own process. But I do make CBD. That's how he was able to heal. Not like we still deal with the PTSD sometimes because I know a whole year later, the 4th of July, we was underneath the table.
Mhm.
We was hiding under the table, but you kind of start realizing what your triggers are and how to deal with it. So when we start hearing bangs, we got our CBD, our THC medicine. We take a little bit and we able to like, okay, we calming down instead of like jumping off on somebody because we don't know how to calm that memory down in our brain, you know. So
Mhm.
you dose yourself and not overdo it and be able to enjoy the day. Like I'm high from the time I wake up all day just because I work better high. Like I'm easier to get through the day. I focus more. I know how to get to where I'm going. Plus, I was working at Ford. That's what started it. I had to be high to stay here.
Yeah.
I
so,
swear, I'm
Toy,
sorry.
I think
I
Toya
almost
just
tried to kill somebody.
asked you how does sleep help?
Oh, and yeah, and let me ask you this. So dealing with who is that? Roland or Shine was talking.
That's Sean. Rolling left. I think he the one got snap crackle and pop.
Oh, I'm sorry he left. But Shine, yeah. So, as far as going to sleep and micro dosing yourself so that you're able to cope, let me ask you that: are you masking what's going on, or are you really dealing with?
Mm-hmm.
What you do is you find your ways to learn how to deal. So like it's like let's say you get triggered sometimes to deal with it. You microdose yourself to calm it down. That way you don't snap on nobody. And then when you're able to sit down, you have to give yourself time to realize what made you trigger, what made because I at the beginning of my thing I started writing like little diaries. Basically I wrote a book about myself. I had to tell myself what was going on and what I allowed. And then when I wrote down what I allowed, like I came from an abusive relationship, and I wrote down what I allowed in my abusive relationship, I realized what was holding me back, like what kept bringing me back into it. And I was like, okay, I need to deal with that myself because now I keep realizing I'm going back into the same cycle with the same exact people over and over again because I can't cope with. I need to be something for somebody or some kind of other bullshit. I
So
can't.
what?
Like,
Right.
So watch this. So did the therapy help you? I think that's what she's saying. Did the therapy help you?
Or did your micro dosing?
Or
both help.
yeah.
It was one. It was both together because you have to be able to rest. Like you have to be able to slow down. We life moves so fast, but if you don't slow down and get no, any rest, your brain will always overthink. You have to get your brain. Your brain thinks about stuff when you're sleeping, and it
Yeah.
works out stuff while you're sleeping. And it's the best time to get it. When you're trying to make business decisions, you don't work all the time. You get some sleep so you can think clearly. You have to be able to think clearly because when you're that's how you're able to realize what your triggers are. You get the rest and your life kind of slowing down. You're like, okay, that just pissed me off. And then when you tell people like, hey, I don't like being talked to that way, just please don't do that, and I'll respect you on that part too. Like I do apologize if I talked to you before, but now that's one of my triggers. It bothers me, and you have to. Sometimes you really have to separate yourself away from people. Because I was by myself for almost a year and a half. I
Mm.
was like, before the pandemic happened, I was like by myself. Like when pandemic started, I started this thing on my Facebook called "How's Your Mental." You can look back. It was before my bro got shot. 'Cause I realized how the mental of our black man was going to be once they shut us down and was stuck into a house. Because when I got stuck into my house, I was going crazy. I didn't know what to do. I ain't had no money to go nowhere, and it was just bare walls. Now you come to my house, there's art everywhere. I got ideas coming from folks like, how did you get the idea to do CBD? How did you get the idea from this? I took my pain and turned it into some money. I'm gonna make this a flow of income because I'm thinking about it, and the more I think about it, the more I want to heal, and the more I want to heal somebody else. So I was able to heal physically, and I was able to heal mentally, because I was able to slow down and say, okay, those pops, they kind of trigger me. I got to be able to go outside and be able to drive my car and not be ready to shelter myself because I feel like somebody's shooting at us or something, you know? So now I
Yeah.
got to come down and be able to deal with the trigger. Now I can deal with it. Because I had to quit my job. I say, I ain't going back in here. Y'all tap me after all that stuff fall, I'm likely to kill somebody.
Right.
So I have to find a way not to go. I have to find a solution not to go back to work. So I just created another source of income. I said, if I get rid of Ford, I got to recreate the income. So the CBD was my recreation of my income.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm. I mean,
Money.
yeah.
It
People
helped me.
had to. What local you at, bro?
Huh?
What local you in?
Local. I was in local 600.
Mm.
Was in local 600.
Huh?
I said was
Oh, you
in
said
local.
you was? Yeah. Okay. Um, what I was about to say, I mean, people handle their stuff in different ways. When you mentioned something about the pandemic, I stayed my ass at home too from my job. You know what I'm saying? And I pretty much that was my therapy to me. You know what I'm saying? That was my therapy to me. So I mean, people handle things in different ways or whatever. So it's whatever. So I'm finna throw something out here real quick. This ain't even no topic. It's just a question, and it's mainly for Toya or women on this motherfucker for real. I'm gonna read it off so I can get it right. All right, fuck it. Here we go. It's really for the fellas. I'm sorry. It's for fellas. If fellas, how would you feel if your girl cheated? Pretty much it's like if your girl cheated and her side piece was paying bills type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like she at home with you, but she getting this money, and the bills getting paid, and he found out that the dude who she been cheating with taking care of the shit. Would you be like, I'm done with you? I'd be like, fuck it, keep that nigga around. It's not a topic, it's just a question. That's just me, like, or vice versa. How would you feel if it was the other way around, Toy?
Shit, I feel like if I'm dating a guy and the bills are getting paid and it's because of a woman, I'm out because you've created emotional intimacy with this woman and I'm
Huh?
your woman. Yeah, because yeah, because why else is she paying your bills? You had to tell her I need help, or you had to have some type of whatever you shared with her. So she's
Right.
comfortable enough to pay your bills, knowing that you have a woman. So not only did you disrespect me, you let this woman
Did
disrespect me.
you can say that?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Well, you let this bitch disrespect me. So now both of you bitches be gone. If I like you for real, that's how I feel.
Mhm.
My respect, your respect toward me, and how you represent me. That's more important to me than any money. You know what I'm saying? So if you disrespect me and you allow this woman to know about me, so let's just say this. I'm gonna give you an example, just some bullshit example.
Mhm.
Okay, I got a man. His phone go off. I find out he cheating with a girl. Oh, she like, oh, why you ain't call me back? And that was good the other night. Blah blah blah. Right? It's like, damn, nigga, you cheated on me? Ugh. You know, but if I look at his phone and she be like, oh, your woman get off of work at 3 o'clock, then y'all gotta take the kids to the baseball game, then I'ma have the dinner ready. Now you put this bitch in my business, and now you
Right.
pillow talking with this bitch. So I got a problem with the first scenario, but I got a real big fucking problem with this scenario.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With the emotional intimacy. That's how deep that emotional intimacy is.
Okay. Like I said, that was just I didn't. That's nothing going on. I just saw some shit on the internet. I thought the shit was funny. So, bro, we was talking about if I might have mentioned this shit to you about if your girl was cheating on you and you found out that the dude that so that's the bills she was having her side of the money for the bills and groceries and shit, and then you find out that the dude she was cheating on you with was paying the shit. Was you leave her? Or just be like, fuck it, nigga, we winning. She paying the bills. I mean, that nigga paying the bills, helping me out. You know what I mean? That's what I was talking about. It's not a
Yeah.
topic. It was just a question. I already know the answer.
Shit, like we gonna have to finesse that situation for a hot little second. Everybody make mistakes. You feel me? But yeah, we gonna work that to the best of our ability for a hot second. At least.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
That'd be some
shit,
crazy
man.
shit.
And how
So
did I find out she was cheating? There's all kind of little different variables with
yeah.
that.
No. So look, right now I'm gonna open it up to y'all. Like if y'all got something y'all want to throw out there on the question side of the game that y'all might want to discuss right now. Any three of y'all. Well, Sean doing something, but any y'all if y'all got something out there y'all want to just talk about a topic, just throw it out there. We can discuss it. We kicking it with Rob.
Man, hey, I missed a little bit, man. I don't know what happened. It
Yeah,
blanked
it
out
was.
or whatever.
Yeah, your shit was on the snap crack on pop side of the game.
Okay, that was mine.
But we talked about because I had muted you when I saw you. It went away. Yeah. But yeah, like I say, shit. If y'all got something out there y'all want to throw out there, hey, you want my opinion on something, or y'all just want to discuss something, don't be shy, man. Damn, y'all bad
All right.
shape.
He said bad shape, huh, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, man. Okay. Well, let's say throwing out something there like that, man. As far as that emotional intimacy, what made you ask that? What made you make that the topic? Was it a specific event? You know what I'm saying, that happened with you, or was it just something that people was asking to see, or was
Nah,
it
it wasn't
sparked
like
from?
that. I just, like I said, I just be sitting at home, man, and be thinking about shit. And every time I think about something, I jot it down. And I feel like that's something I need to work on in my relationship. You know what I'm saying? As far as opening myself up, well, my marriage. As far as opening myself up, yeah, doing it again. As far as opening myself up and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Let my wife know how I feel, and I feel like I need to. I'm a show action type dude. Like I do instead of working shit out type shit. Not okay. Let me see. We good. It's just like I feel like shit'd be better if I be like, look, this is I need come to some kind of. I can't even think of the word because everything fine. It's just like that's because I'm thinking the way that I'm handling shit is the right way. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
See, I get why men. I understand why men just like, okay, I don't have to tell my every emotion. I'm just about to put some shit in motion and make it happen and get out of this situation or whatever. However, if I had a man like that, I would definitely appreciate if I notice like something is off. I'm gonna give him his space because a man needs his space to think and sort shit out mentally. But if I see he in a crunch where he not sorting it out and shit getting tight, I'm gonna ask him like, "Hey, babe, what's going on?" And I may expect him, or I would hope that he would tell me like, "I'm fucked up here. I can't figure this out," or "I don't know how I need to move on this." So I may seem a little distant, or I may seem a little angry or upset or touchy. So that this is why, babe, because I'm trying to do this. Then I respect that 100% instead of a nigga just going off and I don't know what's going on. Because that can easily be mistaken like you don't want to be bothered with me or you got somebody else or you know what I'm saying. But if I know you need your space to get your head right, Okay, babe, just know, if you need me, I'm here. I'm gonna give you your space, but just know that I'm here to support you and we can work it out.
So, another question. So, do you think? And I'm not trying to say nothing about men, women types. It's just something I'm wondering because we sitting here talking about it. Do you think the reason why most men think like how I think is it like? Do you think is do they feel like why they feel like they can't go to their girl? Like, is it something that the woman is not making them feel comfortable with doing?
It's either because, to me, it's either because he's macho, he's a man, he's supposed to be like the brick of the house, the head of the household, never to bend, never to fold. So no, it ain't no problem. I got this. Don't worry about it. It could be that, or it could be y'all had previous arguments, and she like, you old hoe ass nigga, you couldn't even do this. You old hoe ass nigga, ugh, you weak. I
That's
mean,
it.
that
When they
could
say that
fuck
shit,
with
they
him
gone.
mentally. You know what I'm saying? That could be from prior stuff. When you say arguments, you say the most gut wrenching shit to people. And
Mm-hmm.
with that stick with him. So if she called you a weak ass nigga, you couldn't even handle that shit. Shut the fuck up. So next time it's time for you to express yourself, you don't want to tell her that because you feel
Yeah,
like that's how she feel. It could be one of the two. That's what I think. But I'm not a man.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Sean, which radio station you about to be on this evening, man? Can't hear you.
It's hot.
There you go. Can't hear him.
It's what my job told me about a floating spot.
We can't hear him. We can't hear him. We can't hear him. We can't hear him. He ain't got his shit hooked up or something. I don't know. There we go. Yeah. Sean, we can't hear you. Mm-mm.
I can see him. I can't hear
Yeah,
him.
he can hear. Yeah. Sean on his way to the some radio station.
Okay.
Yeah. But like I say, it's like I'm finna go too deep into what you just said to it, like because it's
You
like
mad at what I said?
no, I agree with you, but it's just my opinion on that is always reflect to like women ruling this motherfucker right now, and that ain't good. They
Why do
ruling
you
this
think that?
because of what you just said about your opinion on the example I got out there, and I said why you think men don't want to do this, and you was just like the whole ass nigga shit. There's a lot of that shit going on right now,
But
and the men are being real submissive to the women. You know what I'm saying? When they do shit like say shit like that, they not they're not being in control.
But you know what? It take a certain something in somebody. It's a difference between a nigga and a man. You know what I'm saying? So if a man let his woman talk to him like you hoe ass nigga, you accept that. A real man he gonna let you say that one time, then he gonna stop you. Don't talk to me like that.
But why do women try dudes?
Mm.
Shit. You don't know until you try. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Some women a man may have given my BF, she need to get on here. But
No, she can jump in. She can sit right next to you.
yeah, I know she was sitting right next to me, but she went in the camera. But
No, she can get on
I
the
don't know.
camera.
Some women, it's a maturity thing too. You got bitches and you got women. You know what I'm saying? And a girl is that thinks she can talk like that to him. Do you really want to be with a woman like that? A man
Not
is
at
gonna
all.
stop her. A man is gonna stop her. Listen, don't talk to me like that. And he gonna be serious. He ain't gonna put his hands on her. But he gonna be serious when he say that. You know what I'm saying? So that's
So
why, and a lot of men, you gotta think, a lot of men, a lot of guys, a lot of males, they running around here. They don't want to do nothing but sit on the couch, play the game. So you know what I'm saying? Or when you come in the house, give me the keys to the car. I'm gonna drop you off, but I'm gonna be late picking you up, and I'm about to drink all day. So if she's frustrated, Shit, if she frustrated, she like, damn, nigga, get your ass up and do something. I could see her talking like that at that point. But if you allow this nigga to be a grown ass child of yours, then that's what you set yourself up for. So that's probably why. And then a lot of men, you know what I'm saying, they walk in different walks of life. You know what I'm saying? It's not compatible with that woman. So it's a lot of reasons a woman would talk like that. But I feel like, you know, sometimes you let stuff happen. Like Sean was saying earlier, what did you do to allow this?
Hmm. So niggas, what you gotta say about that, bro?
Okay,
What did you do
men.
to allow this, man? A lot of times, motherfuckers be having that temperature uncomfortable, like how she said, man. You be too goddamn submissive and complacent with them saying and doing whatever, and that's your fault. But I think society, to a certain degree, like pushes that type of shit, man. I don't think we need to go along on that same train. Now, if you allow that shit, I don't think that she should desire to talk to you like that. I think it's too much of a desire for the so-called modern woman to be in that bad or boss bitch role and talk to you a certain kind of way. But why are you giving this bitch any attention at all? Why are you fucking with this bitch? You feel me? At any point, you know what I'm saying? No, this bitch is doing that because she gets so much attention from niggas. She feel comfortable to do it. It's niggas' fault. At the end of the day, we shouldn't be patronizing that bullshit. Period. I don't.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you from what y'all talking about. I'm gonna tell you what I think the real problem is, and I think that most this goes for men and women. They only go to who they are attracted to. I think most men have a preference of a woman they want, and then most women have a preference of a man that they want physically, right? And then when they get that person and the shit don't work out, they're gonna go for the same person. And people forget that opposites attract. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna tell you, it was a girl I was messing with, and then I had my new girl. The girl I was messing with when I came to the house, it was my son's mom. Fuck, cause what I'm gonna say, I gotta say this. And she was just like, my new boyfriend said you were supposed to upgrade, not downgrade, right? And I told her, I said I did upgrade, but she was just looking at the physical part, like what she looked like and what she looked like. But in my eyes, my girl was beautiful.
Right.
And she was fucking with me more than you was. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So at the end of the day, that's all it is. So people need to choose, need to go to that opposite of track route because Toya can have a preference. She want a man who light skin with
No.
muscles, beard. I'm just making an example. I don't
Yeah.
know. You know what I'm saying? Beard, right? I'm not fucking with no dark skinned dudes. I want this type of dude. But every dude she fuck with like that, shit ain't working.
Mm.
But she's so determined to find that one light skinned dude with the beard and the muscles to be her dream guy.
But
You know
that's
what I'm
what
saying?
happens. That's what
That's what I'm
happens.
saying.
You see a physical, you see the physical, you like, yes.
Yeah,
So you try to make that person into what
you
you
try to
think,
make
you
it
try to
work,
make them, and it's
but it
not
ain't
gonna be
happening.
that.
And see what that does is you tend to force yourself on that person, and they able to pick that up. So now they like, well, I can just do whatever I want because this person really fucks with me because he or she, male or female digging me because of what it is. But when you go get you, so you just, I'm not saying you, I'm just saying any female, if you looking for that type of muscular beard, light skinned dude with the curly hair, you go get you a fat nigga, you know what I'm saying? With a bald head, god damn it. And then the shit probably will work better. I'm just saying, it's shit like that though. It's shit like that why shit ain't working, I think. Because everybody's so stuck on a preference. And you might have to like go out the away from that when shit ain't working for what you're looking for. Because opposites attract. You know what I'm saying? So you modeling for the show and shit? I mean for the you modeling and shit right now, ain't you? Can you hear me? Toy.
Huh?
Oh, you in bad shape.
What? No,
You was
I
just,
don't know who you was talking about was modeling. Who modeling?
I can't. You the only model on this motherfucker. I use it like you was in a trance and shit.
No, because I'm like, who modeling? Where am I? I'm modeling in the fashion show on the 29th.
I was just fucking with you, man. I was just messing
Oh,
with you, yeah. But
but
shit, man. Look, man. Sean and dipped off this motherfucker. He had another thing to go to. I think he's gonna be on 88.1 tonight, if I ain't mistaken. But I could be wrong. Toy, before you go, you want to throw out your handles and stuff, your upcoming event again?
I haven't set up a date for another event. I'm participating in the pop-up
Okay.
shop on the 15th at the same place where I gave the fashion show at Bell Event Studio on 10 Mile.
We can't see your eyes.
You can't see my eyes.
No, we just see your nose and your mouth. Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Can you see me now? Because
Yep.
I see.
You good.
I got those barriers again. So yeah, I'm participating in the pop-up shop on the 15th at the Bell Event Studio on 10 Mile, like 2-3 blocks west of Telegraph. I'm participating in that. You can catch me on Instagram at my name, Latoya Belue, Belue, or at Lips and Hips Boutique 01. LIPZNHIPZ Boutique 01.
Mm.
Lips and hips.
Yeah. I put the video up. They saw some of your work. When you got to watch it to see. I hope I put some good shit up there for you. But I
You
know
got Facebook.
Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. And right now we on everything. We on
Okay.
a couple things right now. Yeah. But shit, man, I appreciate y'all falling through. It's a little shorter than yeah. You come back again, Toy?
Hell yeah. You know I will.
You will too, bro?
All day, man. We kicking
Right.
it with Rob. You dig?
Yep. All right, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate y'all, man.
Yes, sir, bro.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Toy.
All right. See you, Ron. Bye.
All right now.
This doesn't even seem like we were on here a whole hour. This is cool. I like this.